Okay. It's like that. That's better?
Yeah.
All right, let's play. What I need to do first off is figure out what's going to be considered external, middle, and inner ear. So Mr. Gilmore, everything from the tympanic membrane out is external ear. Everything from behind the tympanic membrane up to the actual stapes, this ear right here is middle ear. This is where most kids get their ear infections. It's called otitis media. From here, where the stapes is attached, on inward is called eustachian tube. Inner ear. So Mr. Gilmore, do this again. I got external ear, I got middle ear, and then I have inner ear. If that much is true, this cute little structure right here, Mr. Gilmore, that people are now putting earrings all up and down, Mr. Gilmore, that's called pinna, auricle, or helix. Pinna, auricle, or helix. The part that I'm pressing on to show you, that's called the tragus. If that's the tragus, here's what else I need you to give me. You see this opening right here? This is called the external auditory canal, aka external acoustic canal. Mr. Gilmore, this is where you're going to have cerumen or earwax in here as a protective mechanism. Now, you're going to notice this structure right here looks like a drum. Show it to me because I don't know what you're talking about. Looks like a drum. That's going to be called the tympanic membrane. If this is the tympanic membrane, now I'm going to ask you in a minute, Mr. Gilmore, what are the ear oscles behind it? We're going to get there. Now, if that much is true, here's what else I need you to show me. You see this tube that's going to drain down into the inside of the head, actually? This is called the auditory tube, aka eustachian tube. Means the exact same thing. Now, if that's the main structures, just looking at it from this angle, now I need your help, Mr. Gilmore. What you need my help with? I need you to explain these other structures. Bless you. All right. I gotta cheat with the light. Bless you. Now, Mr. Gilmore, here's what I need you to do. I need you to explain all these pieces that we see here. I'm glad you asked. This cute little structure that looks like a snail, this is called my cochlea. If this is my cochlea, you're going to notice this big old out pouch right here. Looks like a fist if you're in comparison. This big old piece, Mr. Gilmore, called the vestibule. The vestibule is for static balance. Now, if this is for static balance, I notice I got these cute little old canals. There's 3 of them on both sides. So, Mr. Gilmore, those are called my semicircular canals. This is for dynamic equilibrium or balance. Mr. Gilmore, tell me about this dynamic equilibrium or balance. The reason you can close your eyes and know where your head is in space and put your hand right on your head without it tricking you is because of these. These let you know exactly where your head is in space. But Mr. Gilmore, when you look at this vestibule, the vestibule lets you know where you are in relationship to the ground. Does that make sense? Now, Mr. Gilmore, again, these are for dynamic equilibrium or balance. Hint, hint. But this is for static balance. Now, Mr. Gilmore, I need to know something. This cute little old stapes that you're going to tell me about later, he's attached to something. Well, what he's attached to is called the oval window. So if I put a tag right here, not on this, but on here, and ask you what aspect of the vestibule this is the oval window. But on the bottom of this structure, on the bottom of this structure, on the bottom, where there's like a 14 right here, you see this right here? That's the round window. So the round window is on the bottom. Now you don't have to know what this is, but that's a nerve that's innervating the ear. That's the vestibulocochlear nerve. All right, but you ain't got to know that. It ain't on your list. Now, Mr. Gilmore, I need your help. What you need my help with? I need you to explain something to me. I need you to explain this in very good detail. All right. That's going to be done right there if I can do that. That's what I need right there. Let's do that. For photography has helped me. All about the angle.
Want me to push freeze for you?
There you go, hook me up. You all right with me. See that right there? Yeah, hold on, let me make sure it's right. Let me get back right. I need to make sure you get, oh, there it is right there. She been hooking me up. All right, now look. What's that? My tympanic membrane. Well, Mr. Gilmore, what structure are you circling that is attached to your tympanic membrane? Malleus or hammer? Means the exact same thing. But Mr. Gilmore, what are you circling now that looks like an actual sharp tooth? Anvil or incus? But Mr. Gilmore, what's the one that looks like I'm gonna get up on a horse? Saddle up the horses. Stapes or stirrup? So Mr. Gilmore, these are my 3 ear ossicles. Malleus, incus, and stapes. Do it again. Malleus is the one that looks like a hammer. He's attached to the actual tympanic membrane. The next one, Mr. Gilmore, looks like a sharp tooth. He's the anvil or incus. Then I got one that looks like I'm finna saddle up the horses. He's the stirrup or stapes. Mr. Gilmore, these 3 play a vital role in conduction in order for you to hear. That's conductive component. The other one is going to be the nerve, and he's involved in the sensorineural component of hearing. Believe it or not, that gives me all I need to know about the ear. After I looked at the ear, Mr. Gilmore, I noticed I got this little fella that we refer to as the eye. What you want me to know about the eye? I'm about to get to it. What you're going to find out is the fact that we have muscles of the eye. Now, Mr. Gilmore, when we look at these muscles of the eye, first thing we want to notice is the fact that we got 6 extrinsic muscles of the eye. Everybody with that? So, Mr. Gilmore, help me out identify them. Here is the superior rectus, lateral rectus, inferior rectus going back there, and you can't see the medial rectus, but you know he's on that side. Then the other 2, superior oblique, inferior oblique. But Mr. Gilmore, I need your help, man. I need you to tell me, how did you know that this was the lateral rectus? Well, Mr. Gilmore, there's this cute little thing right here called the lacrimal gland. He's always going to be lateral. If he's going to be lateral, then this has to be the lateral rectus. But Mr. Gilmore, what would you do? What would you do for a Tell me, how would you ask me about the lateral rectus? How would I need to know? So here's how I'm gonna come at you. what nerve innervates this muscle? How am I supposed to know that? Because you remember I gave you a formula, LR6SO4AO3. So Mr. Gilmore, if I'm tagging this and it's the lateral rectus muscle, I gotta know that it's controlled by cranial nerve 6, which is who? Abducens. I gotta know that. Hint, hint. Mr. Gilmore, what if you tag this and you ask me, what nerve innervates it? I gotta know that it's the superior oblique is controlled by cranial nerve 4, which is who? Trochlea. Mr. Gilmore, I don't remember that stuff. You better. Mr. Gilmore, so this superior oblique is controlled by who? Cranial nerve who? I just gave you the answer. 4, and that's trochlea. Now, Mr. Gilmore, if you tag any other muscle whatsoever, any other 4, they are all controlled by cranial nerve 3, which is oculomotor. So, Mr. Gilmore, I gotta remember this formula, LR6SO4AO3. And Mr. Gilmore, I gotta remember what those 6, 4, and 3 represent. I can't stress that enough. Because if not, you're gonna be mad at me. Man, he didn't teach that. Yes, I did. Everybody with it? So that gives me the what? The eye model. Now, Mr. Gilmore, here's the catch. As you trying to be sneaky. Are you trying to be sneaky? I'm trying to get you prepared. Now, Mr. Gilmore, you can do the same thing on here. I could. If I tag this, who controls it? Cranial nerve 3. How do you know that? Superior rectus. Well, I don't know nothing. That form don't include superior rectus. Yes, it does. It says AO, all others that are not what? LR6 or SO4, they're all controlled by who?
3.
Cranial nerve 3, which is oculomotor. You see how I'm doing that? Mr. Gilmore, what about this and what about? It doesn't matter. If it's not lateral rectus or if it's not superior oblique, I automatically know who controls it. Everybody with that? Now I'm gonna tell you something. With me not being able to put the heart on there, not able to put the lungs on there, that means I gotta use these models even more so. So my advice to you, because I know y'all going hard on the bones. That's only half of the test. You know I'm gonna use the dissections, and you know I'm gonna use the models. And I got plenty of them to use. So what does it tell you? Know it code. Y'all gonna rock this test out. I ain't got no doubt though. Cause you know what's crazy? Certain people don't have to worry about it. You know why? Because they put in the time. You put in the time, you can't help but to get this information.